In this video, we're going to talk about how you can include information from previous notes into your new notes on DeepCura. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you two methods of how you can include this previous information into your new notes. And one of those methods is going to be simply inverting the order that you do things on DeepCura. Typically, you would click start recording and then end your session when you're done with your patient visit, and then click on your template, right? And the note automatically gets submitted and starts getting generated. Now, I'm just going to click refresh to stop the note generation. So what we're going to do for this method is we're going to select the template first and then start recording. And I'm going to show you why. So when you click on your template, when there's no audio recording attached, then you're going to get a chance to edit that template or those instructions before the note gets submitted, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to have our usual note template, with your headers and your instructions for your headers, but you're also going to have a separate section for this previous notes variable that is empty, right? So I just have like a section here where I'm going to paste in previous notes, and I'm going to also add an instruction that tells the AI what to do with those previous notes. That instruction depends on you and what exactly it is that you want the AI to do with those notes. But an example would be to tell it to include a comparison between the previous HPIs and the current one, and maybe include any labs from previous notes. And make sure to tell it to not include the previous notes in the output, to only use the necessary information from the previous notes to complement the new note, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to select all of this with our empty previous notes variable, and we're going to save it into DeepCura. I already have it here, but I'm going to create it again for you. So let's name it our inpatient follow-up. Okay, I cannot spell it properly. Okay, inpatient follow-up, and paste my instructions there and save. And now there it is, and I'm going to click on it without any recording, and going to go to my previous notes section, which just happened to be there. And then I'm going to paste in the previous notes that I wanted to use, or note, singular. Now I can get the note from DeepCura if I have it. So all you would have to do is click on the clipboard icon of the note you want to use to copy it to your clipboard and to paste it into the previous notes. Now, I can just do that, or I can also maybe get it from my EHR. Maybe you don't have the note in DeepCura, so you can just get it from your EHR. I have a note right in there, so I'm just going to copy it and paste it. The next step for you would be to now start your recording with your patient and end the recording when you're ready, and just scroll down and manually submit. In my case, since I'm obviously not with the patient right now, I'm just going to attach this recording right there and submit it. So just to recap, I'm submitting my template with my previous notes pasted in and my current recording. So now it's just generating my note with information from my previous note. Now, for example, as you can see here, let's look at the labs where it gives me my current labs. These are labs I dictated, right? So the audio I gave it right now, it's just a brief dictation of a patient that's directly related to the patient that is described in these notes. So I did dictate these labs in that recording, and these previous labs are the ones in the previous note that I gave it, and it included it there. Okay. So as you could see there, though, the HPI was very, very brief, but this is just to show you that it can include that information from the previous note that you gave it. So I encourage you to try this out yourself if this is something you're interested in, and do it with your own recordings and your own previous notes, and see what you get. And remember to be specific in the instructions that you give it, so it includes exactly the information that you're interested in, right? So the second method I'm going to show you to include information from previous notes is one that's a lot simpler than that. and it's going to be this button right here. So what this button does is it merges this note with your previous note. So let's say I just generated this note right here, right? And I wanted to combine with this previous note right here. So I am going to click on this button. So in theory, my current note, and it's going to use this previous note to combine it with. And just by clicking on that button, the note starts getting generated. So as you can see right here as well, labs, it separated them out into the one for the current visit and that previous visit. And it just combines the rest of the, so it even separated out, in this case, the physical examination and the assessment and plan along with the HPI. Now, here it's separated it by date. Maybe you don't like this, you can always just go ahead and run it again, and it's going to give a slightly different result. This is just a very, very simple way to combine two notes, and so you can just try it out for yourself. As you could see there, I clicked on it again on two other notes, and it gave a little bit of a different result. It again included all the lab test results with the dates, comparing both, and also combined both HPIs, right? So in this case, it didn't separate it all by date. So, for that second method, just if you don't like the first result, just try it again. It's going to generate a slightly different result, and that's a very, very simple way of just including previous information into your current notes.